The Arizona gun range where a 9-year-old girl accidentally shot and killed her firearms instructor with an Uzi says it is considering some policy changes. That girl's parents were standing nearby recording cell phone video when their daughter lost control of the Uzi, firing in full automatic mode.
Keep that held in, otherwise the gun won't fire, okay? This hand, grab right there. There you go, just like that. Okay, turn this leg forward. There you go, just like that. All right, go ahead and give me one shot. All right. All right, full out of.
The video released by the Sheriff's Department freezes at the moment. The weapon is veering to the girl's left and out of control. The instructor is hit in the head by one of the bullets. The instructor, 39-year-old Charles Vaca, was an Army veteran who had experience in Iraq and Afghanistan. Bullets and Burgers Gun Range is a tourist spot in western Arizona, about 60 miles southeast of Las Vegas. The girl and her parents from New Jersey were in the area on vacation. The gun range manager says they are considering raising the age limit for customers and imposing a height and weight limit.
Really don't know what happened. I mean, our guys are trained to basically hover over people when they're shooting. And, you know, if they're shooting right-handed, we have our right hand behind them, ready to push the weapon out of the way.
It's so easy for us to go back and look at something that's very tragic and say, boy, why did that occur? That should not have happened because of. And maybe from now on, that because of will be in place.
The girl's parents signed waivers saying they understood the risks. The sheriff says no charges will be filed.
David Prince owns and runs Eagle Gun Range in Louisville. Mr. Prince, glad you're here. He specifically encourages families to come to his range. They host family parties. As a matter of fact, this summer they had a special where kids 8 to 17 years old shop for half price. So you like having kids there. Let me ask you the question that's out there in social media and is being asked a lot. Gun people and non-gun people are saying that a child that age should never have had her hands on a gun like that. What do you think?
My opinion is it's up to the parent. No one else needs to be getting involved in how a parent raises a child. This is their decision. They have the responsibility to teach their child. We think it's responsible to teach a child gun safety. We can't second guess what their thoughts were. We can't second guess a lot of those things. But we do know that at 8 and above, they're allowed to shoot at our range. But you don't know the safety. You don't know what they've done, safety training. You don't know what they've been doing, what the parents have thought. But yes, we feel like it's appropriate for kids to learn to shoot guns, full auto or otherwise. They shoot shotguns, they shoot skeet, they shoot BB guns. Full auto takes a little more preparation, a little more training, a little bit more patience. In our range, we tether the gun to the bench so that it doesn't rise.
If it's going to climb, it won't climb much.
It won't climb much, and that's one of the precautions we make. Shooting industry, it's a shooting sport. Like all sports, are inherently dangerous. You have to take precautions. Driving down the highway, you have airbags, you have speed control. It's inherently dangerous to drive.
Let's go to the video, and I kind of want to show a piece of this video again and have you kind of walk through maybe what went wrong. The instructor has his right hand on the girl's back. He's got his left hand somewhere, maybe on her left support arm, presumably someplace important, because he then reaches around to change the Uzi to full auto with his right hand. But she's not prepared for the gun to rise, doesn't keep a hold of it with her left hand. I don't know if there was a drop down guide or not, but it swings up and toward the instructor.
Yes.
How could that have been avoided?
The tether. We put a tether on ours. We attach it to the front of the bench for that very reason, adult and children. Until we decide or determine the proficiency of a shooter, we tend to tether the gun.
It looks like he might have his left hand on her forearm, maybe, but the gun comes right out of her hand.
I can't tell if it's under it looks like it possibly is under the magazine. Okay. I can't quite tell where his hand is. And, trying to second guess the instructor is hard to do. My heart aches for both families. It's a tough tragedy.
And I hate to second guess. From all accounts, he's a good man.
Yes.
Served in the military, but that's a safety violation. If something like that happens, it's just a safety violation.
There are violations that we try to mitigate. And in any sporting event, you try to mitigate as much safety into it and get the danger out. tethering would have stopped this, and that's what we recommend at our range.
You mentioned this a little bit before, but a lot of the people are also blaming the parents, saying, how can you have your child doing this kind of thing? Do the parents deserve any criticism here?
No, they don't. We feel like it's a privilege and a right to bear arms in the United States. We feel like it's a responsibility of every parent to teach their children and themselves how to safely use guns.
And you encourage that. Why do you encourage children to learn? You teach children. You want them there. Why?
My wife and I started the range for the very purpose of giving people a chance and a place to go to shoot guns. I mean, we don't have many places out to shoot. Being in an urban environment, we can't shoot them. So we built the range so they can go and teach their children how to safely. Children are going to find guns, okay? It's in video games, it's in TV.
Here's how you work with them right here, right? These are some of the camp pictures you have.
Oh yeah, thank you. Yes, we have camps and we have classes. We have NRA certified range safety officers. You know, it's a great picture. We had about 30 kids come through our camps this summer.
Let's talk about the parents maybe. What should they look for? Is there a way to say my child shouldn't do that? Is there an aptitude? Is there strength? Is there, I don't know. You know, how do parents make that decision? How do you help them make that decision?
Just like any other sport, you look for safety measures. You know, in gymnastic, are there people there watching the child jump? Are there padding? Is there things involved? Is pole vaulting, acrobat? Anything, it's up to the parent to check and make sure there are good safety procedures. Are the people you're working with reputable? Are they safety minded? Do they have safety instructors? I mean, there's a lot of things you can do as a business owner to make sure they're safe, but as a parent, you need to ask questions.
And to that point, this range in Arizona was really close to Las Vegas, the way Arizona comes through, but it was kind of a tourist spot. Are there some places that maybe aren't as safe as others and you need to be picky about where you go as far as gun ranges and things like that? I don't know about that place, but it's a tourist spot, and you got to be careful.
It has to be a good place. It has to be a place that, a lot of places are private clubs, and you, as a member, know that you're on your own. Other places are open to the public. I don't know if this was a public or a private range. I don't know if they made special exceptions for the young lady to be there or the parents to be there. We don't know all the details, but we do know that anybody that's shooting needs to take precautions. Watch for safety, look around, just see what's going on, and just make sure you understand NRA has safety rules regarding guns. Know what they are, and look for ranges that have safety instructors. Like I said, there are plenty of ranges that are good, safe ranges here in the Dallas area, and we encourage everybody to take their families and learn how to shoot safely.
All right, David Prince, thank you. Thanks
You're
for
more
coming
than welcome.
in.
It's always good seeing you, buddy.
Good to see you.